Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and I'm coming to you with another one of my amazing multi-box gold guides where I show you how easy it is to make lots of gold with less effort and without a group. Now, for today, it's not going to be like my normal type thing. I usually, show you how to do the hyper spawns and everything else with multi-boxing, but I want to start like a new series where I go over some gathering with you guys, because gathering is still good. It's actually probably one of the best ways to make gold, especially with multi-boxing, because of how you can actually loot one node with up to 10 tunes. So even if you are a smaller multi-boxer or bigger multi-boxer, it's definitely good to go out there and do some gathering. And right now I'm just working on mining the old mats and stuff, so I figured I'd start out with the route that is for copper ore, and then I'm gonna try to cover each zone, and so we can try to figure out which are the best zones to farm whatever ore you're looking for. And then I'm also going to build a team and do some herbalism and find out what's the best routes for farming those nodes and everything else. And then that way when you go out to do your farm, you can be like, hey, well, this is probably going to give me the most materials for an hour, or you can look at it as, I think I would enjoy doing this route more than the other one, and decide which one you actually want to do. So yeah, I want to go ahead and do every single area. And I want to give a shout out to Golden Routes. He has a YouTube channel as well, and it's actually his routes that I'm using, and he actually has a video which I'll put up at the top of the screen. Go check that one out, where he tells you how to get his routes and how to actually get them for yourself. You do have to have the routes add-on in order to use them, but they are pretty good. Like I said, I'm using them. It just takes the time out of you actually trying to map out where the nodes are yourself, and you can just get to actually going and doing it. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into the video, and I'll go over what the route looks like and where I'm doing it and everything else. All right, guys, so for my first route for the mining section, at least, we're gonna start out here in Darkshore, which I'll show you right here. This is what the route looks like, which if you've seen one of my other farming videos, you might have caught a glimpse of the route when I showed the map. But it looks like this, and right now we're at the very top, and I've already done this for an hour. Okay, so actually I'll show you exactly what I got first before I start going around. But anyway, this is the route here, and there is tons and tons of nodes here. You see, I did go out of the route a little bit, which you'll actually be able to see them while you're going down the route. But the only thing is, if you see here along this line right here, you see there's like no nodes up in these mountains. So I actually suggest, which is what I started to do on like my second lap, is actually like coming in a little bit and going closer to the center there a little bit, because really there's not much until you get about right here. You can actually go up by this cave, and I actually wouldn't go behind the cave. I just go straight like that, because there's like no nodes up here, so you're just wasting your time doing that one. But other than that, though, there's an insane amount of these nodes. So if you're looking for copper ore, for whatever reason, whether crafting something, or you want to make bars and put them up on the auction house, the ore actually doesn't really sell for much. I think it's only like 2 gold on my realm, but actually if you make the bars, I think it jumps up to like 7 gold per, and really it's not that bad. I did this for an hour, and this is my results right here. I got 1,471 copper ore and 138 tin ore. So at 7 gold each, what does that give us? Let me pull up the calculator here. So it only takes 1 ore to make a bar. So if I was to actually make those all into bars at 7 gold, which is what the last price was when I checked it, that's 10,000 gold, for just the ore, not even counting the 10 ore and possibly making some 10 bars. And then also you could craft items yourself. Now I know this is not insane value, but if you need the materials and there's not enough on your auction house, or you just feel like farming it yourself, it's definitely a great way to go. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing other zones that will actually drop, have copper nodes as well, so you can, you know, try those out and see, and we can see if actually we'll get more doing those areas. But I think this one's actually really good because there's not really many caves, which, you know, caves are like, you know, almost kryptonite to trying to mine as a multi-boxer. You know, it seems like it's longer to go into caves and stuff. It's a lot easier if everything's out in the open and everything like that. Now the only issue I did have is in some of these areas, like right here, as you know, the elevations are up and down, and some of the platforms are really small, so trying to line up your characters to mine those, it was kind of difficult. But I really enjoyed the farm, and I know it could get really old gathering for, you know, hours and hours on end, so I wouldn't suggest doing that. But as you're actually, you know, in between farms, or you've got a nice amount of, you know, transmog and other materials up on the auction house, you know, why not go ahead and just, you know, do some gathering in between. Materials from gathering will sell super fast, or like I said, if you're going to craft items yourself, definitely a good idea. As you know, depending on what size your team is, I mean, you'll get 5 times the loot here. If you have a team of 8, you'll get 8 times. 10, you know, you get 10 times. You can do up to 10 because you can, you know, farm each node 10 times. Especially for you smaller multi-boxers, if you're only getting started out and you only have a group of 2 or 3, definitely gathering is definitely a good way to go, as you don't have as many farms as you can cover while you're waiting to group up with maybe another multi-boxer. It's definitely a way that you can have that steady gold coming in. So yeah, it's definitely my suggestion. Like I said, copper ore might not be the most expensive one, but it's still not bad to have every single type of material up on the auction house. And also, you know, there are some items you might be able to craft that might make it decent enough to actually have a nice stock of copper ore up on the auction house. So yeah, definitely check it out. You know, see how many you can get possibly by doing this. Like I said, I got, in 1 hour's time, I got 1,471 of the copper ore and 138 of the tin ore. I definitely think this is a good spot. I mean, there's tons and tons of nodes around here. As you see, I mean, I'm just running into them left and right, and I've actually been able to like stop. As you saw, like I was already stopped waiting to get everything loaded up to make start recording the video, and there was a node that actually spawned right near me. I mean, the nodes actually seemed like they spawned back pretty fast too. So you might even be able to try to shorten the route a little bit. But anyway, guys, hope you like this. Hope you like this idea of me actually doing these. Like I said, I'm not going to just go back and jump to another copper farm. I'll probably, you know, might go do something in Outland. I might go do Ghost Iron Ore or something like that. But yeah, I want to go over each and every zone with, you know, multi-box mining, and then also, like I said, I'm gonna do another team where I'm gonna do multi-box herbing and see exactly which ones are best for each material. Now, I'm not gonna probably do this like every single week, but I am gonna, you know, try to be consistent with them, so you guys, and along with myself, will actually know which areas I want to go to get the best results for each material when I need that material, or I just want to sell that material. Alright guys, well, to conclude the video on the gathering of the copper ore in Darkshore, I think it's a really good spot. You know, there's not many caves, it's pretty open. Yeah, we did have some difficulty with lining the tunes up perfectly and actually getting them to actually, you know, collect them all at once. Which, as you notice, I didn't have all my little screens. I didn't change the size of the screens, which you can do that as well, so you can keep a better eye on whether or not your potatoes are actually gathering the nodes. But the one thing I have noticed when you do that, at least with hotkey, I don't know how bad it is with ISBoxer if you use ISBoxer, but it throws the mouse cursor off sometimes. And I do believe I actually heard of even ISBoxer can, you know, throw the mouse cursor off when you change the screen sometimes. But I don't know if I haven't used ISBoxer, so I'm unaware of that. But yeah, it can throw the mouse cursor off, which can actually also throw off them collecting. So it seems like I've actually had, you know, better results with trying to broadcast the mouse when I've just left the screens alone, so it doesn't affect the mouse, you know, pointer location on the potatoes anyway. So I just leave it as is. I can actually see my tombs because they're just following me anyway, so I can tell whether or not they collect or not, pretty much. And then I can just, look at the screens before even clicking on one, by just scrolling over where the window is on the taskbar, and I can see if one has missed gathering or not. So yeah, guys, if you liked the video, go make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell down below, so you make sure you don't miss another one of my amazing multi-boss gold guides. And also make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about these gathering videos, and if you'd like to see more of these, and which one you might like to see next. And if you have any suggestions for any of them, where I might be able to improve them a little bit. But yeah, definitely like to hear from you guys. And don't forget about the links down below for Twitch for my stream, and Discord. Definitely a great group of people there. And don't forget to check out Golden Routes and get his routes if you'd like to use them. He has one for pretty much everywhere. And it's definitely a good spot to get those. And like I said, it allows you to just get out there and start gathering without actually having to try to come up with your own route. And then you could actually try to edit the route yourself if you like, if you feel the need to. But anyway, yeah, that's about all I have. This is Baby Powder. Peace. I'm out.